Where did you get that bite from? Like, where did that come from? It came from my upbringing, growing up in a dysfunctional space. It made me more aggressive and more passionate about seeing life in my own ideal way. And what inspired me to seek peace. Like I chased after it. I chased after it ever since I was a teenager. I got tired of that toxicities and things like that. And I did attract a couple of toxic like relationships, whether family, friends, or lover, at one time in my life. But moving forward, it's almost been 10 years where the right kind of boundaries are set up. You know, for where I don't have to let nobody in if I don't want to. And I haven't. Yeah, I was shuffling my cards. Let's talk about it. I honor my self-worth by asking for what I want. Being empathic, people like to take advantage of that. They love that sweet nature, that kind nature. They know that you like to see everybody straight. You like to make sure everybody's well off. And growing up in a way that where you're constantly responsible for everybody's stuff. Like you're the person who is like emotionally dependent on. So that means you were emotionally dumped on at times. So you were called to be the mother before you were ready. So you never really got to be a child. But I'm not one of those people who wants to be a child now. Like I don't hustle backwards in that sense. Like there's a lot of people who went through that, who create a life for themselves that embraces their inner child, where they look like they want to just be big kids. And there's nothing wrong with that in a healthy sense, being youthful in your energy and just honoring your inner child when you're healing and growing and, you know, working out your subconscious and doing your shadow work and stuff like that. But for me, I had it rough growing up, but I see the positive in it. I'm not tripping because it made me super successful today. You know, it was me and my siblings. And I'm not a hard-hearted person, but not a pushover neither, empathic and all. You think it's not possible? Give it a chance. Like me, I'm very compassionate, very loving. I'm somebody's mother. I have a few children, so I don't have it in me to be negative. I let my children be my inspiration. Ten of Swords. It's like I'm good at improvising, making something out of nothing. This person was created from starting with nothing, or just being like totally taken advantage of, to the point where it's like they expect you to hold it together after all this shit is said and done, and then left you for dead. But on the contrary, you either gonna sink or swim. So I'm not emotionally manipulative or overly emotional about anything that I've been through. I honor myself. You know, I love myself too much, where I'm a person who don't like to feel bad. I love being at peace. So with these two cards surrounding this, these are a lot of the experiences that add up to that makes me that type of person today. And then you got a Six of Wands. And I have a Six of Wands. I'm notorious for being this way. Like people know me to be tough as nails, without being too masculine. Therapy does it. Self-healing does it. These cards were a tool for psychotherapy for me as well. Now I read them for other people, and I didn't shove it down people's throat. Like other people, I thought it was like silly in a way to do this, and I gave it a fair chance. And I read them as something I can do all day and pass the time by. And I become very stable, well-roundedly stable, mental health, spiritual health, physical health. Just a beautiful person, well-roundedly. Because of it, because I took a chance. I didn't sit there and drown. You know, you're gonna sink or swim when you're faced with trauma. And And people know me to be that way. I like how her jeans have all the rips in it. And she's wearing red. Another thing about me is my pursuit of happiness. You can't make other people responsible for your happiness. You know, so you see this card, how it's a direct reflection of how you can shift your perception from fear to love. And that comes from interacting with people. I don't even hate the people who put me through any kind of stupid shit. But, you know, you're not to be victimizing, not to be a victim. You know, you make mistakes. We all make mistakes. But my happiness was always number one. That was like my first baby. That and my inner peace. So how do I show up in relationships, like my intimate, like with a partner relationships?